Alright, welcome to practice. Today's class is all about setting our foundation in this mobility and movement practice. 20 minutes, all we're focusing on is creating this consistent rhythmic breath. We'll go through kind of the basic steps in our mobility classes so that eventually we can do these a little bit quicker with a little more ease and a little more relaxation in the postures. I hope you enjoy. Okay, to begin today's class, let's come and start onto our hands like these. Let's organize the body so that our shoulders over our wrists and our hips are stacked over our knees. Let's take a moment here just to sink into the breath. So the breath is in and out through the nose, slight constriction in the back of your throat. I want you to feel your hands evenly onto the mat and then also slight pressure down to the mat with your feet. So we're steady, we're stable here. Now continue to move with your breath, and on your inhale, let's start to arch the spine, curl your tailbone up towards the sky, gaze comes up. And with your exhale, let's curl through the spine, gaze towards your belly button. Good, keep moving with your breath, so inhale, gaze comes up. And exhale to curl. So you can move as fast or as slow here as you want. All I want to see is that you have a consistent rhythm of breathing going on. So a little bit faster into the body will start to create more heat, more energy. Good. Let's do a few more here. Beautiful. Let's return to a neutral spine. Now flip your hands the opposite direction. So fingertips now pointing towards your knees. And again, same idea. Let's start to move with cat-cow. So inhale, gaze comes up, arch through the spine. And exhale, we curl. So now you have a bit of a deeper access into the chest. Keep moving with your breath. Good, let's do a few more here. So you really want to have even weight between your hands and your feet so that we're supporting this movement all the way through the spine. Beautiful. Let's return to a neutral spine. Flip your hands back around so that they're facing the top of your mat. Now coming to work onto the right side of the body. With your inhale, push down into the mat. Feel your upper back start to kind of fill out. Now draw your belly button towards your spine. With your inhale, let's lift our right knee so it's just hovering above the mat here. Good. Now start to curl it in towards your chest, bring it towards your nose, and then let's shift it back to its its neutral spot. Still hovering above the mat, let's do 4 more like that. So inhale, curl, exhale to release. Inhale, release. We have 2 more, inhale, and release. And last one, to curl, and let's come back. Keep it hovering if you can. And then with your inhale, let's bring our right knee and tap your right elbow and place it back. Now bring your right knee to your left elbow, so crossing the body and come back. Good. Again, right knee to right elbow and come back. And let's cross it through. So that's 2 sets. We're going to do 3 more here. So let's come right elbow, right knee, and back. We'll cross it through. Good. Let's do 2 more sets. Keep moving with your breath. Keep flowing and just keep the rhythm consistent. Last time through. So right knee to right elbow, return back, and right knee to left elbow. Return back and place it back down. Good. Continuing your work on the right side, we're going to lift the knee out to the side. Good. Now let's continue to rotate it all the way back and around. Your right leg is going to plant on top of your left as you slide it all the way back and breathe into that left hip. Good. Our inhale draws us all the way back up. Bring your knee with you. Huge rotation through the hip and plant it back down onto the mat. Good. We're going to do that again. Maybe a little bit quicker this time. So inhale, lift your right knee to the side. Let's rotate it all the way around. Slide it on top of the left leg and all the way back down. Okay. Our inhale draws us back up. Bring your knee with you. Huge rotation and plant it back down. Good. Again, let's lift that right knee. Huge rotation. Plant it on top of your left, slide it all the way back down. Sink back, take a big breath. Good, and then rotate all the way back in. We have 2 more. So you find your breath, find the movement. Let's roll all the way back. Our inhale gets us back, and we set up for our last time. Good, inhale all the way up, rotate it back, slide it down. Let's rise back up. Bring your knee with you and plant it back down onto the mat. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Same sequence on the left side now. Just reestablish the connection with your hands and your feet. And inhale, let's lift the left knee so we're hovering. Okay, make sure the weight's even into both hands. Really push down with that right foot. And then we're going to start to curl your left knee forward. Bring it towards your nose and place it back. Good, we have 4 more. Inhale draws us forward. Exhale back. 3 more. Last 2. And last one. Good, keep that knee hovering. Now let's bring our left knee towards our left elbow and swing it back. And let's cross left knee to your right elbow, tap, and back. Good, so that was 1 set. We have 4 more. Inhale, right or left knee forward and back. Left knee to your right elbow and back. Okay, left knee to your left elbow and back. Left knee to your right and back. Let's do 2 more sets. Good, draw your left knee forward and back. Let's cross the body and back. Last time around. Good, let's cross it and draw it back. Let's place it back down onto the mat. Good, now this time, let's bring the left knee out to the side. Let's rotate it all the way around. Drop your leg behind the right. Slide it all the way down until you sink into that right hip. Let's take a breath here. Exhale. Good, and draw ourselves all the way back up. Rotate and plant it back down. So we have 4 more just like that. Plant through the hands, lift the left knee, rotate it all the way around. Slide it all the way back down until you sink into your depth. And then your inhale draws you back up and plant it back down. Good, 3 more. Let's lift, rotate it all the way around. Beautiful, slide all the way down. Really breathe into that right hip. And inhale draws us back up. Good, last 2. So you want to make this fluid. You want the breath to follow each motion in the body. Inhale draws us back up and back down. And last time through. Good, and back down. Let's draw back up and return to where we started. Good. Bring your knees nice and wide, toes together. Shift back into child's posture. Let's just take 1 breath here. Plant your forehead, huge inhale. Big exhale. Good. Let's roll back forward, tuck your toes, and let's shift back into downward facing dog. Good, so in our downward facing dog, our feet are hip distance apart, our hands are shoulder width apart. If you need to, bring a nice bend into the knee so you can start to curl through the spine and lengthen here, curl through the tailbone and lengthen through the spine. Good, find your breath. If you can straighten your legs and just keep the length. Good. Inhale, let's send our right toes up towards the sky. Lengthen here to the body. And then let's step the right foot to the outside edge of the right hand. Drop your left knee down onto the mat and start to pull your chest forward. Gaze comes up. So your back toes are still tucked under. Draw your shoulders down onto your back and really breathe into that left leg. Good. With your inhale, straighten your back leg. Step your left foot forward to the outside edge of your left hand. Reach your hands out in front of you and let's come down into our low squat here. So active squat, even weight into your feet. Good, let's take 2 more breaths here. With your inhale, let's draw our chest all the way up towards the sky. Hands come up, lengthen and lean back. Good. The hands come in front of heart center, sit back into your squat. Let's plant your hands down to the mat, step your left foot back, drop your left knee down to the mat, and reach your chest forward. Good. From here, straighten your back leg. Let's step back into high plank. You can drop your knees if you need to. We're going to do 1 push-up here. So push up. Let's rise back up into our high plank. Drop your knees. Shift back like you're coming into child's pose and drop your forearms onto the mat. Let's start to curl the chest forward, coming into upward facing dog. And tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Switching sides, inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. Step your left foot to the outside edge of your left hand. Your right knee drops down onto the mat, hands planting strongly, and reach your chest forward. Remember, we're looking through consistency of the breath. We're looking for tons of length into the body. So what do you need to do? What actions do you need to take to find more space, more length here? Good, inhale, your back leg straightens. Step your right foot forward to the outside edge of your right hand.
Let's come into our low squat. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. So in our squat, our tailbone is curling underneath us. We're lengthening through the chest and breathing here. Good, with your inhale, let's straighten the legs. Reach to the arms, lean back. Good, hands come in front of heart center. Sink back down into your squat. Let's place our hands down onto the mat. Step your right foot back. Drop your right knee. Lengthen through the chest. Inhale, straighten our back leg. Step back into high plank. We're going to do one push up here. Feel free to drop your knees. Return back up into high plank. Good. Drop the knees. Shift back. Drop your forearms and curl forward into your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now we're going to add on a little bit. So step your right foot to the outside edge of your right hand. Okay. Your left foot comes to the outside edge of your left hand, and we're here into our squat. Let's take 5 little pulses here. So come down and back up, and down for 4. For 3, for 2, for 1. Let's stand up, reach all the way up, lean back. Good. Hands in front of your chest. Let's bring our hands down to the mat. Jump or step back into high plank. Good. Let's take a push up. Push back up. Drop to your knees. Shift back. Drop your forearms and curl forward. Good. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Good. With your next inhale, step your right foot to the outside edge of your right hand. Spin your back heel, drop it down onto the mat, and inhale your left hand up towards the sky. You can either bring, if you need more space, right elbow onto your right knee or onto a block. Okay, from here, take your left hand, plant it down onto the mat, roll your back heel up so you're onto your toes, and inhale your right arm up towards the sky. We're going to keep moving with that motion. So plant your right hand, drop your back heel, inhale your left hand up. Good. Left hand comes back down onto the mat, come up onto your back toes, inhale your right hand up. One more time through. Plant your right hand, drop your back heel, inhale your left hand up. Good. And then let's return to where we started. Coming up onto your back toes. Bring both hands, your right hand to the outside edge of your right foot and into your right foot now to the center of your mat. With your inhale, let's straighten the front leg, bring your right toes up towards the sky. If this is too intense, you're onto a block, or maybe a slight bend into that right knee. Good, fold forward. Now from here, you're going to plant your foot back down onto the mat, drop your right knee down to the mat, and inhale, reach through your chest. And exhale, draws us back, straighten your legs, shift your pelvis back up, right toes come up toward the sky. Good. Let's keep moving with the rest. So drop down onto your knee, inhale, reach to the chest, and exhale, draws us back. Let's do one more. And return to straight legs, right toes come up towards the sky. Good. Let's plant your right foot down onto the mat. Bring a slight bend into your right knee and draw your left knee into your chest. Let's come all the way up to standing. Hands come in front of your chest. With your inhale, push your left leg out. Push your hands out. Find extension. Draw your knee back into your chest. Good. Hands in front of your chest into prayer. And we're going to take 5 little squats here into the right knee. So let's come down. Good. So really working your balance. You can always have your toes down onto the mat if you need a little more support. We have 3 more here. Last 2. Last one. Good. From here, let's start to tilt the torso forward. Plant your hands down onto the mat. Step your left foot back. Plant your hands and step back into downward facing dog. Good. With your next inhale, step your left foot to the outside edge of your left hand. Okay. Let's keep planting here. Reach and breathe. Now we're going to drop our back heel onto the mat, spin it down, and inhale your right arm up towards the sky. Open through the chest. So same as we did on the other side. Let's plant the right fingertips down, come up onto our back toes, lifting your heel, and inhale your left hand up. Good. Keep moving with your breath. Left hand plants down, right heel plants, and your right hand comes up. Let's do one more time through. Coming back onto your toes, inhale your left hand up. And last time, drop your right heel, inhale your right hand up. Good. Plant your right hand down onto the mat, shift your left hand to the outside edge of your left foot. Walk your left foot to the center of your mat. Good. Adjust your feet as necessary, and then let's straighten your front leg. Left toes come up. Breathe here. Good. Now let's plant your left toes down. Drop your right knee and inhale, reach to the chest. And exhale, straighten the legs, shift your pelvis back. Left toes come up, gaze comes back. Good, again, move with your back. Drop your knee, inhale, lengthen through the chest. Exhale, shift back. Let's do 2 more rounds here. Reach to the chest. Straighten your legs, pelvis comes up. Good, last time through, bend your back knee, lengthen through the chest. Straighten your legs, fold forward. Good, let's bring a little bend into this left knee as your foot plants onto the mat. Walk your fingertips forward and bring your left knee in towards your chest. Let's stand all the way up. Hands in front of your chest here, in front of your shoulders. Your right knee is lifted, and with your inhale, push everything out. Arms straight, your right leg becomes straight. Draw it back in, hands come in front of your chest. We're going to take 5 little dips into this left knee. So let's come down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's slowly tilt the pelvis forward, coming forward with the chest. Hands come down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Plant your hands, step back, come into high plank. Take 1 push up here, drop to your knees if you need to. Come back up into high plank. Drop your knees, come back with the pelvis here. Forearms drop onto the mat. Inhale forward into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Gaze comes forward. Let's jump all the way through onto our seat. Taking your legs straight out in front of you and take a forward seated fold. So your legs are straight, your heels are planting down into the mat. Sit up nice and tall. So for some of us, this might be challenging in itself. We might even be curling through the spine. So you can come up onto a block or pillow, or even place your hands back behind you so you can have a really nice tall spine here. Good. If you need a little more intensity, start to walk your hands forward and breathe here. And at this point in the practice, we slow down the breath. We really sink into the body. So you can feel your heels into the mat. You can feel the back of the legs into the mat. Maybe soften through the shoulders, the jaw. Just become really, really present here. So all that consistent movement and that consistent breath really allows us the space and the opportunity to go inwards. When we become really quiet, we slow things down. Beautiful. You'll slowly start to roll up through the spine and come to sit at the top of our mat where we started our practice. Coming into a comfortable seated position. Good. Let's take our hands onto our nice tall spine. We're going to just take 5 rounds of deep belly breath here. So all it is on your inhale, your belly is extending forward. We're staying soft and relaxed with the shoulders and the jaw. And then on your exhale, your belly button is drawing back towards your spine. So very simple breath, kind of teaching the body how to breathe properly again. So let's begin. Take a big inhale, push the belly out. And exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine. Okay, let's do 4 more. Okay, last 2. And last 1. Good, soften the breath. Bring your hands in front of heart center. Take 1 full inhale here. 1 full exhale.